What's up? I am back with another Listen, React review, and it's once again with the Queen of Pop. We're going to do her whole discography because that's what so many of you have been reaching out to me and saying you want. We're going to start from the beginning with her eponymous with her self-titled album Madonna. This was unleashed onto the scene in 1983, July 27th to be exact, released by Sire Records. It was her first album, and that was due to the success of her 3-single deal, of course, which the first single was Everybody, which ended up taking over the dance charts at that time, which obviously then led to her album deal. Madonna originally worked on the album with Reggie Lucas, who was a producer for artists like Roberta Flack and Stephanie Mills, but Madonna eventually brought in her then boyfriend, DJ John Jellybean Benitez. And while it only peaked at number 8 on the Billboard 200 albums chart, it has gone on now to sell almost 15 million copies around the world. Pretty incredible that it was a slow burner. And now, of course, that album was the first from Madonna. So let's jump right into it. The first track, Lucky Star. Madonna wrote Lucky Star by herself, and it was produced with Reggie Lucas. I love that. Some guitars in there. Star bright. I love that. What a way to kick off the album. Ooh. I love that. Hold on. Those hand claps. It's really funky. Sounds really great in the headphones. It is super catchy. There's so many catchy elements that... And that... Then, of course, the melody. Ooh, bringing it back. Come on. Shine your heavenly body to mine. Some vamping. It's pretty interesting that the first song on her first album is called Lucky Star, because what a white-hot star Madonna became. The start was the release of this album. Lucky Star was the 4th single released from Madonna and hit number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became her first top 5 U.S. hit. I also love how she uses kind of that double entendre. You know I have problems with that word. Double entendre, double entendre. That comparing, the stars in the sky to her lover's body. So you may be my lucky star, if you know what I mean. Is she talking about a butthole? No, I think it's more general than that. I hope. Who knows? It's Madonna. All right, next up. Borderline was the 5th single released off of the Madonna album. It was solely written by Reggie Lucas and produced, and hit number 10 in the U.S. I love that groove, that funk. It's like funky, it's disco-y, it's poppy, it's dancey. And there's a in my left ear. I've given all I can. Do. It's really layered. You just keep on pushing my love over the borderline. This is a great song. This is drastically in need of a remastering. Now bringing it back from the beginning. Now, do. There's so much going on. I love it. But again, this is drastically in need of a complete remastering. The whole album. An amazing song. It's, this is just drastically in need of remastering. Seriously. It's a travesty that this came out in 83. That was 41 years ago. And it's, even through great headphones. Yeah, it drastically. And Madonna signed a contract to have, select albums, I believe, remastered. They should really be doing her whole catalog. Rhino, subsidiary of Warner, please hit me up. I'd be glad to help you with this. I've got all kinds of knowledge and can put some great stuff together and help you out, because this is a travesty. Arguably the greatest female artist in history, without a doubt the most impactful, and yet there's a 41-year-old recording of her first album that sounds like you're listening through a tin can. This is bad in that regard. The song is amazing, obviously. Anyway, rant over. Rhino, hit me up. Next up, Burning Up. This is one of my favorites, and I haven't actually listened to this version in forever. I've been listening to the live versions, but this was the first song she ever wrote. She has a fondness for it. She's played it numerous times on tour, including the Celebration Tour. Burning Up was released as the second single from the album, although it wasn't from the album yet. It was part of her 3-single deal. It was a double A side, along with Physical Attraction. It didn't light up the charts, and it should have. To me, this is such a good song. I love Burning Up. Let's listen to the studio. Written solely by Madonna. Don't you know that I'm burning up for your love? I love this. This is so good. This is so good. This should have been a giant smash. Guitar, it's like some new wave, but dancey, but poppy. It's like a tiny little, I imagine a tiny little keyboard. I don't know why. I'm not the same. I have no shame. I'm on fire. Burning Up is an insanely catchy song. And I don't know if it was just the time that it was released or it wasn't promoted. Who knows? But it is criminal that it was not a giant hit. It's such a good song. Maybe I'm just biased. I don't know why, but I really, really love that song. I think Madonna obviously does too. She's performed it on a number of tours. The Virgin Tour, the Reinvention Tour, Rebel Heart, and of course the Celebration Tour, and it deserves it. I love that song. I Know It is up next. This was also written solely by Madonna, produced with George Lucas, Reggie Lucas. This is very 80s. Born? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I mean, it's serviceable. For me, it's a skip. Don't hate me. She's still the queen. The third single from the Madonna album, Holiday, which has gone on to become one of her many signature songs, was really the breakthrough for the album, too. This was not written by Madonna, but was produced by her and Jelly Bean. Like that synth. Iconic. Iconic again. Just so iconic. So much going on, and I love it. My left there, it's do like every other bar. Ooh. This is just a joyous song that makes you want to, like, how can you not dance to this? You're literally not human if you don't dance to it. Ooh, sorry, I keep doing that. Love those drums. What can you say about this song? It is an iconic song. There are so many iconic pieces to it. How can you not want to dance to that song? Like, seriously, there's probably something wrong with you if you don't want to dance to that song. Like, are you even human? Anyway, that is Holiday. Up next, Think of Me, written by Madonna, produced with Lucas. Okay. More of a live band feel here. Okay. Ooh, sassy. Demanding. Confident. Ooh, a warning. Ooh, you better think of me. Little growl. Saxophone. Okay, I like the song. Ooh. All right, break it down now. Was not expecting that. All right, that's a strong song. I like it. That's definitely, I wouldn't skip that. Obviously, it's not like a single, but it's a great song. Next up is Physical Attraction, which was the double A-side with Burning Up. This was written by Lucas, no Madonna. So 80s. Ooh. A lot of guitars used on this album, which I really appreciate, especially at that time, and especially for dance music. Okay. What's interesting is I haven't heard this song in I don't know how long, and I've probably only heard it a few times, and I just realized I like it's so catchy that I just came to me with the chorus. Little breakdown. I love that. It's a great song. It's an overlooked song. I was sleeping on it. It's kind of a slinky, sexy song. Physical Attraction. Okay. Like I said, I slept on that one. My bad. Next up, Everybody. Written by Madonna. Her first single. I know you've been waiting.
Yeah. I've been watching you. Yeah. I know you want to get up.
Yeah.
Come on. Everybody, come on, dance and sing. Everybody.
The first single from the Madonna album. Let's talk about getting drunk. This is such a good song. I love it. Ooh. Oh. Sorry. Dance break. Choreographed dance break. Choreographed 80s dance break. Ooh, bringing it back. Come on, her sexy voice. That's everybody. I love that song. I really love that song. And actually, I think my favorite version is Madonna did a version of it. I want to say it was at Coco for the Confessions of a Dance Floor promotional, show. It was 6 songs or something, and she did that song. That is my favorite version of this song. It is such a good song. It also closes the album, 40 minutes and 47 seconds, and that closes the book, if you will, on Madonna's first album, at least in regards to the album itself. As we talked about earlier, the album was a slow burner, but eventually blew up, selling almost 15 million copies around the world. And you can see a lot of Madonna that we know today in that first album. Hints of what was to come is what I'm trying to say. Dancing, coming together, and leaving your troubles out at the door while you come and dance with us. So the Madonna album, 1983, classic debut. This is a literal classic debut, as I said earlier, but it bears repeating. It really, really, really needs a remastering. Rhino, Warner Brothers, you know my number. Please hit me up, and I would love to help with this remastering project, even putting things together, whatever it is. This desperately needs a remaster. This is a part of not just pop history, but music history, and this was the debut of the one and only Queen of Pop. So that's my listen, rate, review. That's my listen, rate, forget what the series of videos is called, for Madonna, because of you guys being so awesome, and your suggestions were to go from the beginning with Madonna. So that's what we're doing, and that means next up is Like a Virgin, which, once I was like a virgin. I was like a virgin. Wasn't, but was like one. In any event, let me know what you think. Am I off the mark? Is this not a incredible pop debut album? What do you think? Do you love the songs I love? Do you disagree? I want to know. Let's talk about it in the comments. I love you. I will see you next video. We out.